Hello, Brenda. Hello, everyone. I am just, if someone can let me know if they can see, I see Taria, I see Brenda. Hello, hello, welcome. If you can see me and hear me, just text something and let me know. I can see you and hear you. My name is Suzanne Hart, and welcome to Mindset Mastery, Fit, Fab, and Fulfill Mindset Mastery. We are going to be talking today about the power of the mastermind. Thank you, Taria. You can see me and hear me. Fantastic. So we are good to go. You know, it's amazing how we are always navigating the new technologies that seems to be constantly changing, but here we are. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes and give people an opportunity to join. Hi, Brenda, wonderful to see you. And we're just going to give people a moment to join. If you're new, my name is Suzanne Hart, and we will be getting started in a moment. This is Mindset Mastery. Today, we will be talking about masterminding. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So as you join, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. One is put in the comment section who you are, where you're hailing from, and what you do, because this is our networking hour. This is an opportunity for you to network and let people know who you are and what is going on for you, what you do. So definitely put that in the comment section. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do is bless a life, bless a few lives. How do you do that? By sharing this information. So we're going to be talking about the power of the mastermind. You know, Napoleon Hill says you can change your life, you can change your year just by masterminding. So we're going to give you an opportunity to talk about masterminding and understand the power of it. So if you know somebody who you believe this will be beneficial to, definitely let them know. Definitely say, hey, you share the link, share this video with them so they can have an opportunity to join in. All right, well, let's get this started. So first thing I'm going to ask everybody is how many of you are actually a part of a mastermind, right? You are part of a group of 1, 2 people or more that come together for a definite purpose, and you work together to advance each other. So there's mutual benefit. So if you are part of a mastermind, just say, just let me know. Say I'm part of a mastermind. And by the way, the word today is mastermind. So if you want to find out more about masterminding and actually have an opportunity to sit down with Suzanne for 30 minutes, the word is mastermind. So I see Cindy says, yes, she's a part of a mastermind. Congratulations. And why is this top of mind? So I want to tell you why it's top of mind is that I just returned from Dubai. Oh my gosh, I had the most fantastic time. I want to do a shout out to my mentor and friend, Lethea Owens, who hosted 15 entrepreneurs in Dubai, and we had a mastermind. We would mastermind in the morning, and then we would go sightseeing in the afternoon. But we continued to mastermind because we were in the conversation. We were brainstorming and masterminding way into the wee hours of the night. It was fabulous. So coming back excited, coming back on fire for 2020, coming back with a strategy and a plan for my business as I go into the new year, I thought it would be powerful to just talk a little bit about what's the benefit of a mastermind and why would you want to be a part of it. So I see Brenda says she is a life coach with Family Ties life coaching, and she is also part of a mastermind. So congratulations there, Brenda. And I see Mr. Stanley, he says he's a part of a mastermind. Good for you. Congratulations. So for me, what happened, I've been a part of a number of masterminds, and I actually also run one. And the reason being, it is the ability to leverage a number of things. So imagine coming together with a group and being able to leverage people's brilliance, their skills, their influence, their experience, right? It is the leveraging of this. We are stronger together than we are apart, right? You and I can get more done as a group than we can as working on our own, because it's the power of the brain, right? So we talk about brainstorming, we talk about being part of a think tank. The mastermind provides you with an opportunity to be part of a think tank. So what makes a mastermind work? Well, I think for me, what I've learned is it is the coming together. My experience in Dubai, which was the coming together of like-minded people. So everybody there were entrepreneurs, right? Our goal was to really look at how we were branding, marketing our businesses, and begin to develop strategies to move our businesses forward, to really leverage. People were looking at what was a strategy that could catapult me, what was a strategy that could fast track me, what was a strategy that could move me in 1 year, the momentum of possibly 2 years. And it was the coming together. So everybody had a common goal. That was what we were there for. The second thing that made the mastermind work, and what makes anybody the mastermind work, was the feeling of confidentiality. So people were freely able to share their goals, their desires, their vision for their business, and know that people were going to hold it in the privacy of the group. We were going to brainstorm. No one was going to take each other's ideas, and really just coming together. The third thing that made it work was people being open to being contributed to and open to feedback. And this was really key because, sometimes I know myself, I can come to something attached to an idea, right? And when I talk about attached, I mean, I'm emotionally vested in the idea and not willing to be open to receiving a new perspective, a new point of view, a new way of looking at it. So what made this mastermind work, and what makes most masterminds work, is that every participant comes to the table open to contributing to other people, but more importantly, open to receiving the contribution of others, and really open to trying things on. And I liken it to, if you've ever been shopping and you see something and you're with a friend and they go, that would look really good on you. And you go, absolutely not. That's not my style. And Cindy's probably laughing because she does this to me often. Now that's not for me. I don't wear that thing. And the person says, just try it on. And then you put on the dress, you put on the pants, you put on the suit, and suddenly you're like, ooh, I look good. I look really good in this. And see, because before you tried it on, you could not see if it was a fit for you. Right? Being part of a mastermind is exactly the same thing. Are you willing to try on an idea, try on a perspective, try on a new way of looking at things? And that's exactly what made the mastermind work. So here we were, 15 entrepreneurs from very different businesses, right? Coming together and brainstorming and coming up with ideas to make people's businesses better. So why I wanted to talk about it, it's because oftentimes as entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs, busy professionals, solopreneurs, anyone up to big things, sometimes we get caught in the isolation of it. So I know for myself, and I'm looking at Teresa says, I like the analogy to see if it fits. Yeah, absolutely. So but I know for myself, I work from home, and sometimes working from home, you get tunnel vision, right? You plan, you make your plans, you look at something, and you get tunnel vision. So one of my masterminding partners is Taria. She's on today. And what we do is we come together and we brainstorm around each other's businesses, right? And we mentor each other, and we bring our brilliance together. And when we are in the synergy of discussion, new ideas are formed. And I think what makes it work is each of us knowing that neither of us are right, neither of us are wrong. It's bringing new ideas to the table and being willing to try it on. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was what I saw was the benefit of a mastermind. For those of you who may not be part of one yet and you're considering it, I wanted to give you some key benefits as to why I recommend the mastermind. And I would recommend that if you are up to big things, you can't really see it all yourself. And the power of the mastermind, the power is the power of community. So the number one power of a mastermind is being part of a like-minded community. And when I say like-minded, I'm saying that people who have a common purpose and vision. It doesn't necessarily mean people who are in the same business. It doesn't mean people who do the exact same thing. It's really coming together for a common goal. So it might be strategy, it might be marketing, it might be brainstorming, it might be new ideas, new visions. Whatever it is, it's really identifying what is the purpose of the mastermind so people know what they're coming to and they see a mutual benefit. The other beautiful thing that people often don't think about is a mastermind is the ability to expand your network. So in the mastermind that I run, we have people from all different professions, right? And oftentimes there's one person who does something. So Taria is part of the mastermind. She's social media strategist. Almost every business at the table in the mastermind needs a social media strategist or needs a social media person, right? So instantly when you become part of a mastermind, you are expanding your network and you're being exposed to the expertise of others. So, and what begins to happen is that I may know someone that may need Taria's services. Taria may know someone that needs my services. So Taria's network becomes my network, right? My network becomes her network. And so when you mastermind, you get to expand networks. And this is the reason why it works so well, is because when you start to work with people, you start to pour into people, you start to contribute your ideas and your brilliance to people, they get to know you in a much more intimate way. They get to know who you are, and the click happens. They get to know, like, and trust you. Right. And when I know, like, and trust someone, I am more than willing to make a referral. But because we are in partnership and we're in collaboration, they're also top of mind when someone says they need something. That's probably the service I'm going to go to first because I'm in collaboration with these individuals. So even as I was in Dubai spending a week with people, I came home ready to create introductions. So I've already started creating introductions from my network to some of the people in the room, potential clients, potential collaborations. It instantly expanded networks. And I know people are doing that for me. So that is the other thing. The other part is collaboration. And collaborations are so powerful, right? I know for myself, I love the act of collaboration. And what a collaboration is two businesses coming together on a project to create a win-win. And we become the value add to each other. Right? So imagine doing an event and you have one expertise, but you bring in a collaborator and they become the value add in your event. Your event is now way more powerful. It has more appeal. And so you get to collaborate. So one of the things as you sit at the table, it's always being aware of where can I collaborate? Where can I partner? What are things I can do with someone? And that creates instant leverage because it's two networks coming together. It's two networks sharing resources. It's two networks sharing expenses. And so it's two individuals sharing expenses. So you have that expanded effect. So there is the benefit of the collaboration. So let me see what people are saying. Taria is saying surround yourself with like-minded individuals is key. Let's see what else is being said. Oh, so people are just letting me know that they're part of a mastermind. Fantastic. The other thing is new perspectives. and thinking bigger. Now, one of the things that was so cool that happened while in Dubai was someone would come up with an idea, right? And then another person would add to that idea. And then the adding of the idea triggered a thought, a new perspective, a new way of looking for somebody else, and they would contribute. And so an idea that started very small began to expand. And for some people, the idea that they left with was way larger than anything they could have imagined themselves. So, one of the things about masterminding is the expansion of ideas. Right? So imagine you come to the table with your idea and people begin to build on it, shift it, change it, and now you have an expanded idea. Now, what was interesting was almost everyone at the table left with a perspective, a point of view that they said they would not have come up with had they not gone to the mastermind, right? So their way of looking at their business instantly expanded. So one of the reasons I recommend a mastermind for everyone listening as you're going into 2020 is that it gives you that opportunity for those expanded ideas. Now, the other really good thing is feedback, right? And feedback with care, love, and a willingness to contribute. And so one of the pieces that was really cool, and it happens in the mastermind I facilitated, it happened when I was in Dubai, was people giving each other loving feedback. Some people will call it constructive criticism. I like feedback, an opportunity for people to reflect on who they are, who they're being, grow, change, and choose to move in a different direction or do something different as they move into the new year. So one of the things is, when I am in the middle of something, when I am attached, committed to my business, I don't have that detached, distant looking at something. I don't come to it with fresh eyes. I don't come to it with a fresh listening. I don't come to it as objective as a new person. So the power of the mastermind is you have maybe 10 people who are now looking at you, your business, your ideas from an objective place. And they are able to give you feedback that is not tied up in the emotions that you have of your business. You get a new perspective. So one of the beauties of any mastermind, and what was really powerful in as we sat at the table in Dubai, is people were willing to give each other just beautiful, beautiful feedback. So this is one of the things that also always happens. The other thing is just access to resources. And there was probably hundreds of years of experience collectively at the table, right? And people had ways they did things, they had ideas, they had resources, they had tools, they had tips. And I walked away with access to websites, tools, resources, information that was brand new for me, fresh for me, different things and resources I didn't know existed. I could not pay for that information. It was priceless. So the other thing is that as you mastermind, you are going to get information and resources that you don't know about. I mean, Tree and I were on a call just on before I jumped on, and she was already talking about a resource that she was going to check out, and she was checking it out to share it with me, right? That's masterminding, that's collaboration. And when you have 15 people looking on your behalf for resources, tips, tools, things that you can leverage so you can fast track your business, it propels you as you move forward. And the other one was just plain old problem solving. And I think one of the coolest things as I sat at the table, was people came with their challenges. They came with their sticking points. They came with those places where they were challenged or confronted in 2019, really wanting to go into 2020 with having that resolved. And the group spent time just really being able to problem solve. And I know in the mastermind that I facilitate, people come every single week with a question, a challenge, a place where they're stuck. And again, it is being able to have a group of people help you problem solve. And now you've got fresh eyes, you've got a host of experience that's at your disposal to help you resolve an issue, a challenge, so you can keep moving. I think the final thing that I want to say in regards to a mastermind is just the experience, right? It is the experience of one, years and years and years of experience coming to the table, and you begin being able to pick the brain of years. I sat at the table with Miss Lethe Owen, 8 ranked, guru in terms of branding worldwide, and having the privilege to pick her brain and just ask questions and have her pour into me and pour into everyone that was there. It gave it, we got years and years of her experience at our disposal, and she freely and generously poured, right? As did all the other people that were at the mastermind. So you get the experience of other people. And I think the thing that makes mastermind so special is the camaraderie. I know that in the mastermind I facilitate, by halfway through, the group is like a small community. They're like a family. They're looking for each other. They're checking in on each other when someone doesn't show up for a call. People are asking questions. There is this community and camaraderie that is formed. And I think the benefit of it is, as you build anything and you are up to big things, they say that you are destined to experience big breakdowns. And it's in the breakdowns that you grow the most. And my experience of the benefit of the mastermind is not having to always pick yourself up on your own, but having people being willing to help you get back up, to help to brush you off, dust you off, pump you up, give you new life, new energy, and say you can do it. They remind you of your brilliance. They remind you of your strength. They remind you of the moments you've been courageous when you don't feel courageous. They remind you of the moments when you've forgotten how brilliant and talented you are. They remind you of your successes. They remind you of why you started the business in the first place. They remind you of your vision, your mission, your purpose. I think the beauty of the mastermind is in those moments where you feel like you can't go. It's this group of people that will pour into you and give you new energy, new life. And none of us can do that on our own 24/7. And I think the biggest benefit of the mastermind is exactly that, is having people that will stand for you when you are not able to stand for yourself. So, I feel like I left Dubai with 14 new friends, uh, 14 new colleagues, 14 new comrades, 14 people that I will continue to communicate with. I felt like I left with the possibility of new collaborations that weren't possible before. And the beauty of this was that when I walked into the room, I only knew 3 of the 15 people, maybe four of the 15 people that were there. So 11 new people became um, part of my network. And that is powerful when in business, because they say in business, your network is everything, right? The people that you can pick up the phone and call and collaborate with, that is everything. And that's what I left with. So I just wanted to share this. So this is what I'm going to say to you. If you're not part of the mastermind and you want to know more, the word today is mastermind. What that will do is it'll let us know that you're interested. I'm offering people an opportunity to sit down with me and do some brainstorming around goals, around looking into 2020. I've been doing those calls all week and really, projecting a vision for 2020 and backing into a plan and just going, okay, this is where I want to be. And a mastermind is two or more people. So we'll mastermind is two, and possibly it'll inspire you to set yourself up for success in 2020 and create a mastermind or join one. So I'm just going to see what the feedback is. Sharia is saying, Alethea is amazing. Yes, she absolutely, totally is. So thank you all for joining me. This one is short and sweet. But I hope and trust that I'll be chatting with some of you around masterminding in 2020. Again, my name is Suzanne Hart, Mindset Mastery Mentor. I will be back here next week, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing our final health talk of the year, and I will be back chatting with Dr. Michelle Crisp. She is a personal trainer. She is a competitive bodybuilder. She is a chiropractor. She is a nutritionist, and she is amazing. So you don't want to miss that conversation. We'll make sure the information gets out early and so that you can register, put your reminders, because Michelle is fantastic. Everyone, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you back here next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, blessings. Take care.